Hey everyone, I just wanted to say hi. I wanted to wish you a Merry Christmas. From my house to yours, we have been having an incredible Christmas, and I pray that you have been too. So just the other night, 2 nights ago, we had a great dinner here with all the kids. It was so much fun. I love Christmas because all the kids, they get off work and they come, stay overnight, have fun, we play games. It was so great. And when we're having dinner, I got to set it all up and with these really pretty little place cards with everyone's names, and they have these cute little Christmas stars. Can you see that there? I love them because everyone that's around our table is so special and so important. And I think sometimes these place cards, when you go to a wedding or places and they have them at your table and you find out where you sit, you know you have a place, you know you belong, and you know you're welcome. And it makes me think of the Christmas story, and I think of Mary and Joseph. And you know, we understand now that Mary would have been like this teenage girl, and she, is pregnant, and it's just this, scandal in the city probably, and they have to go and they have to travel. And when I was a kid, some of you on my list, you were a part of Crusaders too across Canada. It was this kids program that we had. It was kind of like Girl Guides and Boy Scouts, and we had to memorize some scripture and other things. And one of the things that we had to memorize was Luke 2 in the story of Jesus' birth. And I just want to read a little bit for you. And it says, "In those days, Caesar Augustus issued a decree that a census should be taken for the entire Roman world. This was the first census that took place when Cyrenius was governor of Syria, and everyone went on their own town to register. So Joseph also went up from the town of Nazareth to Galilee, to Judea, to Bethlehem, to the town of David, because he belonged to the house and the line of David. He went there to register with Mary, who was pledged to be married to him and was expecting a child. While they were there, the time came for the baby to be born, and she gave birth to her firstborn, a son. She wrapped him in cloths and placed him in a manger, because there was no guest room available for them." When I was a kid, we memorized it in the old King James Version, and some of them say there was no room for them in the inn, and we picture the Holiday Inn, where they went through a hotel. But back in the day, it was more common for people to go and to stay with family and to stay in the guest room. And it says that there was no room in the guest room. And it's really kind of a sad situation that the family didn't make room for this pregnant girl, this young pregnant girl, and her husband-to-be, for them to come and to stay with them. And it might have been because of the situation that they were in. But there wasn't a place card set out at the table for them. Nothing with their name on it. People waiting for them to arrive, like my house was ready for the kids to arrive. And sometimes Jesus comes to our world. He's always coming. He's coming all the time, wanting to come and to visit with us. He is Emmanuel, God with us. Means he's still here. He loves us, and he wants to be a part of our lives. And so many of you on the list, you know what it's like. You've received Christ. You've asked him to come into your heart. You've made place at the table of your heart for Jesus. And I just think that's such an amazing thing, that he would know in the busyness of life. And sometimes we can let Christmas become too busy. But in the busyness of life, in our hearts, that Jesus has a place card with his name on it for our hearts. And that we spend that time with him and we don't let everything get too busy. And just like back in Nazareth, that with all that hustle and bustle, that doesn't happen in our day. That we make room for Jesus at the end of our hearts. So I wish you a very Merry Christmas, and I'll be talking to you in the new year. Love you all. Bye-bye.